What's up everybody, it's me ThomasTubeHD and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to review a Roblox game called Sodor Online Jobs Aplenty. Now before we get started with the video, I want to give a shout out to the people who subscribed to my YouTube channel and commented on the videos. So thank you to everyone who did it. And also I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you enjoy my videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment on the videos to get your chance of being in shoutouts and leaving your mark on my YouTube channel's history. So with that out of the way, let's get on to the video. So, what is Sodor Online Jobs Aplenty? Sodor Online Jobs Aplenty is a Roblox train game created by a user and game developer called SpeedySkip that mainly based its gameplay on, well, trains. And you can create and drive these trains to complete certain jobs in order to earn money, so that you can buy custom skinned engines to drive around and flex. And everything is also completely based on a very popular TV series created by Britt Allcroft called Thomas and Friends, which was based on a book series called The Railway Series by the Reverend Wilbert Awdry and his son Christopher. And that is basically what this game is in summary. Now let's move on to the review. For this to work, we'll go through a few sections in this review. The first is the gameplay and appearances. The second, the pros and cons. And finally, third, the conclusion and future of it. So let's dive right in. Section 1. The gameplay and appearances. When you join in a server of Sodor Online Jobs Aplenty, you'll be greeted first by a custom-made theme song from Thomas and Friends, and also a large play button. After you click play, and it is done loading, you're in the game. Around the spawn and some places around the map, there are these different colored spawners that are used to spawn in different engines and wagons. And on top of the wagon spawners, you can also activate ramps to conveniently push a spawned wagon out of the way, so that you can spawn another wagon. There are also unique spawners nearby in a different color which spawns in custom skinned engines, and you can access all of the spawners by clicking on them. There are also individual spawners that spawn only one specific thing, either an engine or wagon that are scattered around the map. And on your hotbar, there are 3 tools that are provided for you. The first is a still camera view tool, the second a whistle, and lastly a clipboard which contains the official tutorial of this game. Once you spawn in an engine, there are various controls to control it, while there are also customizations you can select on the engine to change its appearances, including the placements of the headlamps. And also, each engine's appearances are completely based on the appearances from Thomas and Friends and the Railway Series, which is also the same for the wagons. There are many different types of wagons in the game that you can spawn and pull, but the wagons mainly boils down to 3 types of wagons. Wagons that you use to complete jobs, wagons that have special features and mechanics you can play with, and wagons that do almost nothing. And also the wagons that do practically nothing special have their own unique spawner. In this underground room, you can apply to do jobs that the game provides to make money. Each job specifically only do one thing, and you can only load and unload different goods from different starting and end points. Depending on the job, each cargo makes different amounts of money. And also, by applying to one of these jobs, if you have enough money, you can also redeem the custom skinned engines here. Grinding towards them is pretty easy as you just complete your job and earn enough money, but some jobs will take a lot longer to finish compared to others. But at the end of the day, the custom skinned engines don't quite enhance your gameplay at all and are available for everyone to purchase. And all they do is flex on others who doesn't bother doing the jobs or don't have money, in-game of course. You can also buy some engines with Robux, but then again, it's not quite worth it compared to grinding for them. With regards to the map, it is entirely based on the Thomas and Friends and Railway series, in terms of the placements of locations and the structures featured. But that's not all. The game also has narrow and miniature gauge railways to play with, and some structures have gameplay in them to interact with. In appearance-wise, it uses the terrain tool for, well, terrain and water, while the tracks and buildings are models made with care and quality by the developer. And the quality was at such an extent that the models look almost completely identical to what it's based on. And the game also has settings in a button near the bottom of the screen that allows you to customize the appearance of the game for yourself. There is also a teleporting tool here that allows you to teleport to practically any place on the map. Not only that, but the game also has its own music that you can listen to, not just when you enter into a server. Section 2. The pros and cons. Now that we covered the gameplay and appearances of this game, let's now move on to the pros and cons of this game in my opinion. Pros. 1. This game is based on a popular series, so it will attract people to play, including me. 2. There are actually jobs in the game that you wouldn't have in other train games. 3. Unlike other train games that also have jobs you can do, in this game, not only you can do the jobs, but you have complete free will to do whatever and drive wherever. Create whatever train you want, interact with different elements to have complex gameplay, and practically have the ability to roleplay with others. 4. Unlike other train games where if you derail a train, you're done for, this game actually has working breakdown trains, so you can put the trains back onto the rails. 5. Because this game has jobs unlike other train games that just gives you free will, it actually makes your gameplay feel like having a purpose instead of just build whatever train you want and get bored. 6. It's not just trains you can play with, but you can also play with other types of vehicles, like for example, road vehicles, boats, and even aircraft. 7. The customizations provided can really make the game look beautiful. 8. Some structures and models are very well made. And finally, 9. The game is mostly weekly updated, so you can play with new content each week. And now to the cons.
No. Wait. Wait.
1. Despite being based off of Thomas & Friends and the Railway series, some placements of locations seem to be out of place, like they belong over there, instead of here. 2. The size of the map have many problems, so sometimes some places are closer or farther than they should be. 3. The strengths of the engines are not well balanced. As small tank engines seem to be able to pull heavier loads, while long tender engines couldn't. Four, the spawners are few in number. Although that is now fixed now, they are now quite crowded and prone to trolling. 5. Griefing and trolling are major problems in this game. 6. The amount of lag that is sometimes present makes it hard to play. 7. Half the time while playing, the map requires time to load in, and if you're not there anymore, it will unload. 8. Some long engines, especially tender engines, have their bogies not moving, causing some confusion and derailment. 9. There are many bugs which can be annoying. Sodor Online Jobs Aplenty is a great Roblox train game. It's literally everything you wanted in a Roblox train game. Being able to drive trains, do whatever you want, actually have the feeling of purpose while playing, and have new content released weekly. But in the early days of me playing, I find that griefing and trolling are a big problem among the player base of this game, and that lag is also a significant problem. But I'm very hopeful of this game. I see a ton of potential in it, and it's currently trying to bring that potential to life, but it's also leaving behind and forgetting some of the problems it has. Although it is now slightly better than it is when I started playing, the game is still not perfect. But once all the cons I mentioned or not are fixed and the map is expanded so that the location's distances and along with the placements being made accurate, this game will be the best Roblox train game in our age for a long time. But for now, it will be just looking out for a better future. Overall, it's a 10 out of 10 for this game from me.
It's a really useful engine, you know. All the other engines, they'll tell you so. He huffs and puffs and whistles, rushing to and fro. He's the really useful engine we adore.
He's a really useful engine, you know. He's the fat controller, he told him so. Now he's got a branch line to call his very own. He's a really useful engine we adore.
He's the one, he's the number one. Thomas the Tank Engine. He's the really useful engine we adore.
And that is the end of the review. I'll maybe consider creating a Roblox games review series, but then again, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to click on the like button and subscribe to the channel if you like my videos, and to get your chance of being in shoutouts and leave your mark on my YouTube channel's history. And also, leave your thoughts about this game to let me, but also the creator, to know about them, if he even watches these videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.